Grab a drink and join me for part 1 of a Houston lobster tale. Today, I literally sit at Seattle's best coffee in Hiroshima, Japan, looking out at the metaphorical oceans of the MLB. I've been contemplating just what is going on with the Houston Astros batting. Nearby, out on the sea of the American League, the Astros ship is drifting. No one can deny that. However, it isn't simply a recent problem with the ship or the crew. And what about the other ship and crew, the Mariners? Well, they haven't been the best fishing crew either, but they're still circling. The main focus of every ship on the ocean is simple: bring the lobsters home. You can go out casting your nets, fishing, and catch all you like, but if you can't bring the lobsters back home, then how can you face the villagers? You know what I mean? Here's what I'm going to tell you today. Part 1. Definition of what a lobster is and recent examples. Later in Part 2, the fishing crew metaphor and who's to blame for the state of things. And then Part 3, the facts, the data behind the disappointment. Part 4, the threats on all sides, the Rangers and the Mariners. Part 5, what must be done to stop losing and secure those lobsters. Part 6, how to successfully and consistently bring those lobsters home. Now, let's get started with Part 1, what a lobster is and recent examples. Before we really dig in, a definition is in order, I think. So, just what is a lobster in baseball terms? LOBSTER stands for Left on Base Stranded Traffic Ending Rallies. A lobster is not simply base runners stranded at the end of an inning. These are different, and sometimes more than that, and I value this metric more highly. A lobster is an opportunity that is already within reach, but lost. A lobster occurs anytime a batter comes to the plate with one or more runners on base and fails to do anything productive. No hit, no RBI, no walk. No hit by pitch, no sacrifice fly, no moving the base runner over in any way, shape, or form. If none of those things happen, it's like the lobster or lobsters either escape or are lost along with the net. This forces the crew to get another net and try again later, at another time, or on another day. Lobsters aren't just potential. They're about actual, real scoring opportunities that were already caught in the trap, just waiting to be hauled in, taken ashore, and given to or sold to the villagers, but then squandered or lost. In short, a lobster is every single missed opportunity to do something positive and bring that baby home, or closer to it. Would you judge the entire fishing crew's success by the result of just one crewman's final effort to pull in the net after each cast? Or would you look to the overall efforts of each cast and all casts for that day? Of course, we would judge them by the total performance of each cast, as well as each day's cumulative performance. This is why Geaux Thanks looks at the lobsters in a cumulative way, rather than simply stranded runners at the end of each inning. That, my friend, is a lobster. Let's look at a recent example, the wasted feast. In a game against the Angels at home in Daikin Park, the Astros scored just 2 runs. Despite a win, they had 25 lobsters in their possession in total for the day. Yainer Diaz alone was responsible for losing 8 lobsters. He grounded into a fielder's choice double play with bases loaded on one occasion, and fouled out to third in a similar situation later on. That is a 6 lobster loss by just one crew member in 2 opportunities, and after 3 other crew members had worked so hard to bring them into the ship. This wasn't just bad luck. This was opportunity lost through poor approach and execution. This is the Astros' recurring batting theme since the 2024 season. See you soon for part 2. Who's to blame on the fishing crew? Go Stros!